I'm going to cancel my workout tonight because I want to cuddle with you. Do you just hear that sentence? You're canceling your workout to cuddle. Are you gay? Like, what is that? Really think about it. Like, ask yourself, are you gay? You know, not that there's anything wrong with it. You can be gay. There's nothing wrong with cuddling. But if you're a man and you enjoy women, why wouldn't you go to the weights and enjoy that first and you can cuddle after? I'm not saying don't cuddle. Coach Greg, in today's video, we're going to be revisiting that guy. He goes by the name Vegan Gains. Now, as soon as you hear Vegan Gains, you should be thinking that sociopath, the psychopath, the guy that wanted to record a video of his grandfather having a heart attack and passing away. The guy that was happy when John Meadows passed away and was wishing the same fate on his son.
What the fuck?
That's the guy that we're talking about right now. He called me and my ex-girlfriend animal abusers because we drank milk. The list goes on and on of the horrific things that this man has said. I do believe he openly admits that he has sociopathic or psychopathic issues, that he has borderline personality disorder. He's got something. I wasn't sure if he was just an actor. I mean, sometimes on the internet, we become like WWE. We play a character, a role, a part, trying to stir controversy. But I do believe that this guy legitimately has all these problems. And so Coach Colton has put together a video going over all of these things. And so if you want to go and check out his video to see his take on the whole thing, I'm going to be adding mine. He's on steroids now. I mean, is this a spin on the meme of how people saying they're natural vegans, like the genetic anomaly, making jokes, hey, I'm a natural vegan. This natural vegan, he's hopped up on steroids, and it's not clickbait. It's not, oh, I think he is. He admits it himself. And why does he do this? Well, because his wife divorced him. And so he was lonely. I guess he needed to lock in. Perhaps he's going to try to attract another mate by having a shredded and chiseled physique. I don't know. One of those things is probably the answer. But he used to hate on everyone for abusing performance-enhancing drugs, pointing the finger and saying, how dare you? But now the finger is being pointed on himself, and so my, oh my, have the times have turned.
Well, well, well. How the turntables...
So let's get right into this video.
I just feel like the fitness industry is crippling itself every single day that it exists, and it is just wild to be a part of. We got fake natties.
I mean, how is Hussein Farhat in the beginning of this video? You've got fake natties, Hussein Farhat, as if he's a fake natty. Does everyone already know that Hussein has been vindicated? He's now passed 4 blood work tests at random with no notice, and a lie detector test that the person doing the test who've done it for decades had him so sure that he was 100% natural. He said, I'll also add in $500,000 on top of Hussein if anyone could ever say this guy is a fake natty. Hey, whoever sold him the gear, if you believe he was a fake natty, somebody must have sold it to him. Someone. And so that person right now could stand to make $500,000 for outing this guy. Oh, yeah, I'm Hussein's dealer. I used to sell him tests, SARMs, whatever. He can make $500,000. But where is that person? Oh, that's right. The person doesn't exist. And so if you give me a guy who passes 4 blood work tests and who's literally the biggest he's ever been right now, is with him over the weekend, his body weight's up to 184 pounds lean. He's setting PRs on the bench, and his blood work has came back healthier than last time. No enclomiphene, no peptides, nada.
And Vegan Gains is a YouTuber and streamer who has quite a dedicated audience.
Always keep making those vegan gains.
And so clearly he's made a lot of non-vegan gains. I mean, he's not making the gains from eating vegan, it's from steroids. You see the old flex, he had a lot of body fat. It was a rather large arm, but it was covered in excess fat. It didn't have a good looking arm. But now, I mean, his physique, and I'm sorry, I tell it like it is. I'm not going to be biased. His physique is stupendous. It's way above average. But it is, of course, from taking steroids.
And told him that eating meat was the cause of it, and he's getting exactly what he deserves.
And since your followers have a tendency to dislike my videos before they even watch them, I think it's only fair that you die of cancer.
I didn't know he said that about Furious Pete. I used to watch this guy eat the crazy diets, all the calories. He hopes that he dies of cancer? Like, who wishes cancerous death on anyone? Like, people don't do that. But that's what we're talking about with vegan gains.
I was planning on showing you guys footage of my grandfather actually having the heart attack. As soon as the paramedics got to the house, I took out my camera and started filming. But a bunch of people in my family, my mom, my grandmother, uncles, that.
Like, I genuinely thought he was just an actor. He was playing the bad guy, like the guy that everyone would hate, but I actually think all of this is real.
Son's a piece of fucking shit just like you, asshole. I'm sure he eats like shit just like his dad, so yeah, hopefully that piece of crap also fucking dies in his sleep.
And I mean, to go and pick on a child like that, he was what, 12 or 13, and hope he has the same fate as his father. I mean, I just can't imagine him not being able to empathize with the child and think this is not the right thing to do. His dad just died, and you're wishing the same fate on his son and calling him a loser. And this was because they were out fishing. That is why. I'll leave it at that. Recently divorced vegan gains. And so a lot of things can make a man lock in. Oftentimes it's when they become single. For some reason, when there's not a woman next to them, they think, you know, this is the time for me to get my dream physique, for me to go to work and to study, to get a job, to educate myself, and to become a better man. Why aren't you doing that while you're with your woman? To me, that would make even more sense. What do you think women are attracted to? Do you think they're attracted to losers? And so why act like a loser while you're with one? Why don't you act like the winner that you want to become right now? Whatever that may be. You think you want to lock in? Do you want to lose weight? You want to get more muscle? You want to get a better job? You want to learn a new language? Do all of those things today. Don't wait until you're dumped. But for some reason, people have to wait until they're at their lowest of the lows. Oh, my woman, she broke up with me, and they start crying and they're sad. She did you a favor.
And once they realize, like, okay, things are locked in, they get very complacent, and I think that's part of why the relationship kind of failed.
Yeah, it's called honeypotting, and this is why you don't just get married in a year. Like, why are you in such a rush to get on with the rest of your life? There's going to be plenty of times with your woman. You don't need to get married in 1 year. You shouldn't be moving together in 1 year. You shouldn't be married in 1 year. Shouldn't be committing in the first year. Like, you need to work things out to see, is that the person that's truly meant to be? Because how is it working for society just far? 50 to 60% divorce rate. And so whatever people are doing right now, it clearly isn't working. People change. And so go out with that person, date them for long enough to see them change. And if they change and for the better, then, well, then wife them up. But not before you really get to know them and whatever promises they make you right now. Remember, all's fair in love and war, and as soon as you're married to that person and you make a lot of money, there's a 50-50 chance that they're going to take half of it after the divorce. Be careful, I warned you. Get the prenup. And if they say no, say 30% increased chance of staying together if you sign a prenup. And so if you don't sign the prenup, that's basically telling me you don't actually want to stay married.
Why were you in a long distance relationship?
Well, I actually am diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder, so there's very few people that I'm genuinely interested in.
Antisocial personality disorder. There's so many disorders that I don't even know what they mean. I'm sure it's not good. And so here's what I see. This is the only woman that would ever put up with him. And why did she put up with him? Well, because there was distance. They were dating from afar. You really think that she would have wanted to spend her time with this man?
I definitely wouldn't date a foreign woman again, just because, like, it's a huge hassle.
Yeah, and so don't date foreign women, don't date women in your area, just women in general, don't date.
The sex was enjoyable for me. She is kind of sensitive. Like, she would complain about sex being painful. Like, so she would often complain about just getting stretched out a fair bit.
Did bro just say he's packing? That's all that I got out of that. Bro is packing. It was enjoyable for him, but it is stretching her out a little bit further than last time, a little bit too painful.
I actually just started taking
steroids 5 days ago. But I've been natural for my whole life.
Trying to get the muscles to match out the downstairs. Bro's packing everywhere now. And so Vegan Gains, who's now 34, admits to taking testosterone, which is of course a performance enhancing drug. It's a steroid. But he's 34 and he's trained his entire life. And so of all the people, if you had to line them up and say, is this a good candidate? Is that a bad candidate? Who do you think should take it? This would be about as high as you could get. He's trained natural for over a dozen years. He's in his 30s. He's obviously past 25. His brain is finished developing. And so he's had plenty of time to think about what he wants in life. And so if he wants to do it, he's not breaking any laws. I'm thinking, hey, if that's his choice and he can go do it.
You know, I've pretty much gotten to damn near the peak of what I think I can achieve naturally.
And so he's like, look, I reached my natural genetic potential, which I do believe for most men, it's going to happen in their early 30s. Perhaps a little bit later, if you're not trying scientifically, you've been slacking, or you didn't get into it as early as I did. For example, I started when I was 10. If you start training at 30, I think you could improve until perhaps you're in your 40s. Now, one thing I would have suggested is you would have started with Turk Builder Max before using testosterone. Why not do everything in your power to be natural and get all the gains first from leveraging things that are natty? Now, it is on WADA's watch list, but it's not banned. It's not unhealthy. It's safe. And if you enter code Greg, you'll get 15% off. And remember, money back guaranteed $20 gift card. So if it doesn't work, you get all of your money back. And so you can try it risk-free at no cost to you.
We got, the craziest situations going on, steroid allegations out the wazoo, and they're usually valid.
How is Hussein Farhad and myself included in this video about Vegan Gains? Like, how do we get all this exposure? I mean, how is that orchestrated? Like, why are so many people talking about Coach Greg and Hussein Farhad as if Hussein's a fake natty? With no proof, he just yap a lot. But remember, he's been vindicated. The lie detector test, it's proving it. I mean, there is a 1 in a million chance that he would have lied and gotten away with it on this test, but it's very, very slim. Now, add to that the fact that he's passed the blood work 4 times now, and it is at his best. And where people's number one argument was that he made all the gains in the first 16 or 18 months, he's since then gotten 20 pounds bigger. I mean, I'm hoping the editors can show this photo. Hussein Farhad after 16 to 18 months of training, and Hussein Farhad now. Do you see the difference? Because I do. I think it sticks out like a sore thumb. There's so much muscle size increase. But hey, if you don't think Hussein's any bigger in the last 2 years, then I digress. And so notice his arms. I mean, they're fantastic. He has amazing looking arms now. Back in the day, they were just fat, but he looks significantly better now that he's leaner. Now, obviously, the steroids are going to make it easier for him to keep more muscle, a lower body fat percentage, but it isn't healthy. But at least he waited until he was older. If everyone waited until they were in their 30s to start using performance enhancing drugs, I really don't think there would be a major problem. Now, just to put out there, if you smoke cigarettes or if you drink alcohol, you realize that those are guaranteed carcinogenic. And what does that mean? They can cause cancer. Those things are worse for your body than steroids. And so even though Vegan Gains is on steroids, if you drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes and you're pointing the finger and saying, I can't believe you did that, you're worse. And so point the finger back at yourself and tell yourself, I need to stop drinking alcohol. I need to stop smoking cigarettes because it isn't healthy. Now, we all have our vices. We all do our things, but less is more. And so the less cigarette smoking and the less alcohol you can drink, the better.
And I mean, it's no fault of their own, right? Like whenever anything bad happens in life, I think men have a tendency to just really push away and try to, start anew in some capacity.
And so, of course, I do get it. You get broken up, you have a relationship and you got fired from work and you think, yeah, now is the time to really lock in. This was the motivation that I needed. I get that, but I really don't think that you need it. Yeah, you're single now, your woman isn't there for you, and so go take your aggression out on the bike or on the weights or on the sport that you're after, or start studying harder than ever before. But why can't you do it before it's too late? Maybe if you had done those things before the breakup, they would have wanted to stay with you. A lot of times this is what happens. Men, when they get in a relationship, they lose themselves for the other person. They're thinking, I want to be a nice guy. I'm going to cancel my workout tonight because I want to cuddle with you. Do you just hear that sentence? You're canceling your workout to cuddle. Are you gay? Like, what is that? Really think about it. Like, ask yourself, are you gay? You know, not that there's anything wrong with it. You can be gay. There's nothing wrong with cuddling. But if you're a man and you enjoy women, why wouldn't you go to the weights and enjoy that first and you can cuddle after? I'm not saying don't cuddle, but you don't replace working out, doing something hard with getting hard with your lady. That is for after, and if you start canceling on these things that make you who you are, she's slowly going to lose respect for you. Oh, I control this man. Anytime I snap my fingers and I want him to take me to whatever country or vacation or cruise or restaurant, then he's just going to do it. Hey, honey, can you skip workout today so that we can go to the movies? Sure, babe. What is wrong with you? If you do that, it's a slow and steady end to when you're single once again. I mean, it's crazy. He has a small waist. He has wide shoulders. He has a V-taper, great looking arms, front to back. He has a 99 point something percentile physique. The problem is what's in his brain. We all know that it's what's on the inside that counts. And so just like having an amazing looking Ferrari, Lamborghini, and so on, hey, the outside looks great, but if you open the door and it smells like rotten eggs, are you really going to want to get in it? And so same as with vegan gains. He might look amazing, have amazing physique, but when you start talking to him and hear the things that he's saying, you're like, yeah, I don't want any part of that.
But more importantly, we've covered many stories on this channel about people losing their minds when steroids become involved.
And so he shows a clip of bro giving Jeff Nippert a punch to the throat, a neck punch, if you will, a throat goat punch, and Jeff gets knocked to the floor. Now, he's saying that steroids do this. I do believe that that's partially true. I think that steroids can make you more aggressive. And so if you are an aggressive person by nature and you take steroids, it can make you more aggressive than last time. But I don't think it's a cope. Like, you can't just say, oh, I was on steroids and so that's why I did it and it has to happen. You can control your actions. And so just because you're on steroids, you don't let it get the best of you.
Using neural imaging, evidence supports that chronic AAS exposure is linked to structural and functional changes within the brain that are permanent architectural changes.
And so a lot of people, when they report the negative side effects of steroids, it's things like gyno and acne and hair loss and shrunken testicles, becoming infertile, strokes, diabetes, heart attacks, and so on. But they don't talk about the mental. And I do believe that these articles are becoming more and more prevalent with each passing year. And so, guys and girls, if you are on steroids, really be careful about what's happening to you cognitively. Do you think differently? Do you feel differently? Because these are drugs. You might not think that they're a drug. Just because you're not sniffing creatine doesn't mean that it isn't a drug. It can, in fact, change you in the same way that other drugs can change you. And so if you're using them, lowest dose that makes you happy, please be careful. And of course, you can go to AlgoRx, you can get your blood work taken, and these doctors can go over your blood work and literally tell you exactly what's happening. I mean, what's the point of getting blood work if you don't understand the numbers? They can read the numbers, explain them, prescribe prescription medications right to your door. No gatekeeping from your doctor. And so if you're interested in getting your blood work done and you need, for example, enclomiphene, Cialis, Ciadavil, telmisartan, or, for example, a semaglutide or tirzepatide to help you to lose weight, they can prescribe you actual medications legally right to your door at very, very cheap prices, about half from other HRT companies such as Merrick Health. And so if you're interested in going to AlgoRx, click the link in the description, code Greg, 10% off. So interested in Turk Builder Max, Turk Platinum? We even have G Focus Limitless right now, GO2 Max, G Test. We have so many amazing supplements. The Seco bars, code Seco is 50% off. That means it's only $20, 230 calories, 21 grams of protein, the best tasting, the softest protein bar I've ever had. You need to go and try it. And remember, all of this has a money back guarantee and a $20 gift card. And so you can try it risk-free. Get into the website, code Greg, 15% off. If you're looking for coaching, you want to have a coach. I have athletes that I'm coaching right now. Not all are competitors. Some are competitors, some just wanting to lose weight and so on. I do life coaching. I can help explain to you how to talk to a girl, how to keep a girl, how to do everything. And so I'm your one-stop shop. I do it all. Code Greg, 15% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Watch one of those 2 bloops. And until next time, I am out.